3.
Cell phones, are they a danger or a commodity? 40 years ago, we only had phones hooked to a wall. There was no such thing as a cordless phone. We had that stupid thing that was all wrapped around, looked like a pigtail, could only come 4 feet away from the wall, and it was always catching on things. And nowadays, of course, we can walk away with a cordless phone. Also, people were saying dialing. Who dials a phone anymore? We punch. But then again, I guess you wouldn't want to say, let's punch mom. You would say, let's dial mom, or let's call mom. How many times have you been driving on a major highway and noticed the driver in front of you talking on the phone? If you've ever noticed that person is going along, happily going, and then you see him reach down, he brings his hand up to his ear, and it's almost like as soon as the elbow bends, their brains go away. So they're driving down the road, and all of a sudden it gets slower and slower and slower, and they usually drop down between 5 to 10 miles an hour as soon as the call has been made. If you've ever noticed yourself talking on the phone or texting a message, as soon as you pick up the phone, or say the phone rings, you pick it up and answer it, check to see who it is, pick it up and answer it, 3 to 5 seconds have taken place in that amount of time. In that amount of time, your car at 1,500 pounds has just gone down the highway at 100 yards without your direct control, without being under your direct control. It's what the Highway Administration calls distracted driving. According to the Governor's Highway Safety Administration, they feel that no person operating a motor vehicle should use cell phones or computers while reading text messages. However, they do realize that cell phones are useful when reporting emergencies and crashes, but they do recommend to pull over to a safe spot in order to make that call. According to the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles Governor's Traffic Safety Committee, the number of cellular phones sold in the United States in 1995 was higher than the national birth rate at the same time. In 2007, 250 million people had cell phones. The rationale to purchase a cell phone is manifold. Many buy them for safety, others buy them for directions, other people just buy them just to talk to people. Others, they keep them in their vehicles to report accidents or your car breaks down. In the United States, different states are now proposing or enacting legislation to prohibit the use of cellular phones. According to the New York Department of Vehicles, in 2008, nearly 6,000 people had died and more than 500,000 people were injured nationwide due to cell phone use or texting messages. The following states now have banned, if you can see on the computer screen here, they have a handheld ban. All drivers and novice drivers are 16 to 17 with intermediate license. And 8 states, as of right now, 2011, 8 states do not allow using cell phones. 19 plus DC do not allow using text messages. And all the states don't allow primary drivers 16 to 7 under a provincial license to use a cell phone or to text. The state of Maryland is one of the states that bans the use of cell phones while you're driving. Over in Montgomery County and Berks County near Philadelphia, they also have a ban that you can't text or use a handheld cell phone while you're driving a vehicle. It's a serious danger to others as well as yourself. If you think about it, if a person's in your passenger in your car and you're talking back and forth, that person is aware of things around the vehicle. The person on the cell phone has no clue as to what is going on. If you have a person driving down, you say you're going up a 3-lane highway, like down on 695, and you have a person in the fast lane driving along, and all of a sudden you see, or the passenger in front of you sees, that he hits his brake, comes across 3 lanes to make an exit ramp, you know to brake, slow down, and stop. If you're talking on a cell phone, the person on the other end has no clue what's going on. You're distracted by carrying on the conversation, and most likely there's going to be a serious accident ahead when a person cuts off those 3 people and you're not paying attention, and an accident could occur for that. The biggest danger factor for this is for the not knowing about when that person is talking on the cell phone. Like I said, the other person can't see it, and serious repercussions can happen to it. Here's a video from the website YouTube. It's quite realistic, and it'll tell you, it'll show you what could happen in texting. In just a few short seconds, 3 to 5 seconds is all it takes for a car to travel 100 yards and you have a 1,500-pound vehicle. And of course you can see there she was texting, she wasn't paying attention, and she ran across the yellow line. I think that video there was actually taken in England. So that's my conclusion of the dangers of driving while texting or using a cell phone. Thank you.